I just asked you, did you leave your daughter with your mother? And you say no. And then now you say, oh yeah, I left her there. And then when she was 13, 14, I removed her.
I removed her from her life. Yes, my daughter would stay nights with my mother on the weekends, if anything. But I removed her like 100%. Like me and my children are no longer speaking to my mother at all because she prefers to stay with her husband. She says, in order for me to be forgiven by God, I must forgive. And I do believe that we all should forgive, but I mean, we're not, the children of God is not done. We should forgive, but we don't have to hang around with them anymore. And I don't want nothing to.
Do I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Michael Villarreal, state.
Suzanne Kramer for Ms. Kristan.
Ms. Kramer, you're on that
Oh,
side.
I'm sorry. I never.
That's okay.
And I didn't know it's a better judge. It's been too long.
And are you Miss Amanda Christian?
Yes.
You entered a plea on September 11th of no contest. And we're here today for sentencing. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. The state is silent on your application. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
I have, Judge.
State has.
Any objections to the PSI report?
None.
None from state.
All right. Any witnesses from either side?
None
None,
from state.
none from the defense other than whatever Ms. Kristan wants to talk to you about.
Okay. All right. Would she like to be called as a witness?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right. Well, the state is silent. The court will hear argument. Why should I grant deferred adjudication in this case?
Judge, if you look at her criminal history, it's very light. She had some juvenile case, but it got dismissed with deferred, and a lot of the other cases along the way when she was younger had been dismissed. She has fully accepted responsibility for what she did to Enrique. She was quite upset because she had believed that he had been threatening her children driving by the house, threatening them at one point, pointed a gun. She recognizes, and it states in the PSI, that that was an absolutely incorrect way to handle this situation. And I do, it says that she's in the pre-contemplation stages of change. I disagree with that. I think she's absolutely understanding that she, would benefit in the future for many the resources probation has to help her, like life skills, or I guess that's that cognitive course to help her better handle stressful situations. I asked her if she ever sees those people, Enrique or Rosa, in the neighborhood. She said she hasn't seen them since this happened. I also know and made sure that we were not going to have an issue with this, that she would absolutely be clean today if you've tested her. So I think just based on the history and based on her awareness of what she did was wrong and she handled the situation badly, she's a very good candidate for deferred adjudication.
All right. So I don't understand why she would attack the father of her children at the HEB and attacked the wife, and all of this is done in front of children.
And I can call her as a witness. I mean, a lot of the details are in that report, but I can call her if you want her to explain it. But there have been quite a number of incidents leading up to that day where she believed that the father was threatening the family, her family, driving by the house, pointing a gun at the children. Of course, he's probably going to say he didn't do that. But I think that's why she was, kind of kicked into not really thinking mode and protecting her children. The incident, I think, really started with Rosa, but then she didn't handle it well with Enrique.
All right. Is there anything you want to say?
I should have defended myself.
You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name's Amanda Kristan.
All right. And do you have questions for her, or you just want her to speak?
Well, Amanda, you heard what the judge was wanting to know. Why did this happen?
I defended my son, and I should have defended my son differently. The father of my son, when he was 4 years old, abused him. I left that alone, and then this time he pulled out a gun on my son, and not more than 6 days later, I saw him at HEB and I blew it.
Did you file a police report?
No, I did not. And that's what I should have done.
No,
Now-
why Why
was-
didn't she file a police report? Thank you,
Yeah,
counsel.
that was good, because I asked her that in the hall, why wasn't there a police report filed? So answered that question. You talked to me about your mother?
It was something wrong on my side. I should have called the cops and made a report. And I didn't, but I didn't.
She actually did give me a reason, which seems like a very, about your mother, and you didn't want to get your mother's not gonna get in trouble here if you tell the judge that, you know, when you didn't make a police report, 'cause your mother had been there and you didn't want her getting in any trouble.
No, but that has nothing to do with this case.
But it was something earlier that had happened that was still part and parcel of Enrique, your problems with Enrique, right?
Mm.
Okay, well, it's something in the PSI that I asked her about. I thought it was trouble with Enrique.
So I want to know why wasn't a police report filed if you're saying that your ex was threatening the children? I don't understand that.
He wasn't, it wasn't a constant threat. It was just that, my son saw him at the park and my son started telling him that he's a low-life father and he should feel ashamed of himself. And when they were coming home, from the park, Enrique passed by my son and put out a gun on my sons, on both my sons. And then that's when I saw him.
So why didn't you file a police report?
For my security. I didn't.
All right, this story sounds a little bit odd to me because she didn't see any of this.
I didn't.
So I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think if you're, you know, her son comes up and says, Daddy just pulled a gun on me, that's gonna upset any parent. You know, and then he doesn't live in that neighborhood, but then she sees him at her HEB and he doesn't live over there. And I think that just kind of set her off.
Yeah, but there's nothing, is there something in the stipulation that says, I saw him at the HEB? And I don't mean when you've had chance to contemplate and you're talking to the probation officer. I mean, is there something in the police report that says he had just threatened my son, so that's why I'm here?
I'm willing to do a lie detector and pay it out my pocket as well, ma'am. Everything I am saying is.
Oh, we're
true.
past the point of lie detector. You've already entered your plea. And then your counsel will tell you lie detector tests are not admissible.
I mean, within the statement of the PSI, of course, this is her discussion. I would need to see the police report, but this is what she has maintained to me from the get-go. Her story is never altered, that, you know, she felt, first of all, she was very upset because she believed her son when he told her a few days earlier that he had pointed a gun at him. And then she saw him in an HEB that is not his HEB, and I can, you know, and her story has never wavered from that. Hey, Michael's gonna pull the police report.
All right. Oh, what we will do before we continue with this hearing, can you give me a UA? All right, and you're not allowed to leave the courtroom.
That's fine.
All right. So probation has informed me that the test was negative.
Yes, Judge.
What is going on? You're still under oath. What is going on with these CPS cases?
They're gonna close it. She informed me she was gonna close it before Christmas. It was just an allegation with my mother, because my mother helped me with my fourth child, Sadie, and she got very attached to her. Something happened with her disgusting husband.
Well, really
so
quickly though, I want to make sure the judge understands. The kids are with you though.
Yes, besides my oldest, my 20 years old. She's with her fiance.
Okay, so you were saying,
Yes, ma'am. So because of that, I had to remove my daughter away from my mother's home. And so,
why was your daughter with your mother in the first place?
because they were really attached to each other. When I had my daughter, I was staying with my mother and they got really attached to each other. And so she was like, the favoritism to my mother. I know, but, so.
I'm sorry, the court reporter cannot hear you because you're trailing off.
Yes, ma'am. Just that my mother's attached to my daughter and my daughter's attached to my mother as well. And
See, and understanding that we don't know the circumstances, so that doesn't really explain to the judge why, you know, so your daughter wanted to live with your mother?
no, no, she doesn't want to live with my mother.
Okay, so
why
here's
was-
the thing. There are other things that are going on in your life, and you're expecting me to unpack all these suitcases you have in your life and you got the suitcases locked, and here I am trying to figure out the combination to the suitcases. So your daughter ends up living with your mom. Why?
She's not living with my mother, ma'am. She's living with me. When my daughter was born, I think till she was 3 or 4 years, almost 4 years old, I was living with my mother. My mother got very attached to her. And so my mother's husband disrespected me twice. And when my daughter, that's 20 years old right now, when she was 14, he tried to rape her.
No. You're going from A to Z and you're skipping the other letters in the alphabet. So you have your daughter.
Yes,
You're living with your mother when you have your daughter.
yes, ma'am. This
And
was-
are your other children living with you?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're saying your mother became attached to your daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
At that time, your daughter was 3 or 4 years old.
From birth to 3 or 4 years old.
You move out of the house at some point?
Yes,
Did you leave your daughter with your
No.
mom? All right, continue.
yes, ma'am. And so my mother's husband assaulted me twice. And then he tried to rape my daughter when she was 14. My brother had to choke him off of my daughter. And so that's why I removed my daughter 100% because my mother doesn't want to leave him till right now she's still with him. So I told my mother while she's with her husband, I want no part of her.
So when did you remove your daughter from your mom?
About 3 years ago, ma'am.
And how old was she?
Right now, she is 13. She must have been 9 going on 10 or 10 years old now.
So when you removed your daughter from your mother, were you living with your mother?
No, ma'am.
Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. I just asked you about your daughter being left with your mother and you're leaving, and you said that didn't happen. Did I imagine that?
I'm having trouble following.
Because I just asked you, did you leave your daughter with your mother? And you say no. And then now you say, oh yeah, I left her there. And then when she was 13, 14, I removed
No,
her.
I removed her from her life. Yes, my daughter would stay nights with my mother on the weekends, if anything. But I removed her like 100%. Like me and my children are no longer speaking to my mother at all because she prefers to stay with her husband. She says, in order for me to be forgiven by God, I must forgive. And I do believe that we all should forgive, but I mean, we're not, the children of God is not done. We should forgive, but we don't have to hang around with them anymore. And I don't want nothing to do in.
How old is your youngest child?
My youngest is 5.
All right, where are your children now?
At school.
And who else is in the home with you?
My husband and my children.
And he's here, Jeff.
Okay. And so I'm reading the report where it says that the last contact you had with your ex-husband, the father of your children, was 10 years before this incident.
Yes, ma'am.
So again, I don't understand why this incident happened when you hadn't seen him for 10 years.
I haven't. He's never helped me with my children that I have with him. He's never was, he never paid child. Well, actually, I have a child support case open for him, but he never presents himself to the court or anything. So I don't get anything from him. And plus, he's from Mexico, so I guess it's hard for them to find him. And so. And then when this happened to my son Enrique, that's when I saw him at HEB and I blew it. And there is cameras there that saw everything. The camera would also show that he parked right in front of me. And I think he did that on purpose. And because he knows I have a Honda, a black van Honda. And I believe he saw me and the cameras would clearly show that he parked right in front of me. Before the incident happened, minutes before the incident happened.
Any questions?
No, I mean, I'm kind of sticking with what I said earlier. I mean, I think that.
Well, just 1 second. So you have no questions. Do you have
Oh,
questions?
sorry.
Because you're allowed to question with regards to.
I guess just as a matter of clarification, you said that you hadn't seen your ex in 10 years.
Yes,
How did you know then that you drove a black Honda?
because he was always see my kids and I guess he knew I lived there by my children.
Okay, so had you seen him in 10 years or had you not seen him? in 10
No,
years?
I have not seen him in 10 years.
Okay, and then kind of going back to why you, kind of the circumstances of you leaving your mom's house. You said that her husband was sexually assaulting or attempting to sexually assault your daughter.
He was attempting to rape.
Okay, and how old was she?
She was 13 or 14 at that time.
Okay, is this the same one that you, is like 13 or 14 now?
No,
So
she is gonna be 20 in June.
So this is your oldest? daughter.
She's my oldest.
Okay, and did you make a police report when that happened?
Yes, I did, sir.
Okay, and was he prosecuted?
No, there was a detective involved, but no, because in order to get him at that time, I had just,
Just 1 second. Excuse me, everyone, y'all need to whisper. All right, continue.
in order to get him, we had to go through my mother. And so we don't want to do that.
You didn't want to do that? Okay. Did the detective not try to do that? So nothing ever happened with that case?
You need to answer.
Yeah, you need to, she's taking down what you're saying, Amanda, so you need to say yes or no. You can't like nod your head or shake your
Nothing ever happened with that case?
No, it was dropped.
I'll pass this.
Any questions?
No.
All right. This is all very confusing. The story seems to ramble to nowhere. As far as, I still don't understand enough about you. And the reason why I ask questions is I ask questions because I need to make a determination whether or not to send you to prison or whether or not to give you deferred adjudication. So that's why I ask these questions.
Yes.
All right. Has there been an evaluation done on her?
Like a tap? I
No,
don't think we had a tap.
mental health.
And none was requested, none was ordered.
All right. Does she need a mental health evaluation?
I honestly don't believe that she does. I think she's had a storied life and bad things are, not good. And she's very nervous, so she's not explaining herself as well as you might wish that she could, but I don't think that's an indication she has mental health issues.
Probation?
Yes, sure. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
I apologize.
No, there's no need to apologize. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with you because the state is silent. And so I'm trying to figure out whether you should have deferred or not. And in order to do that, I have to ask questions.
Yes.
Your Honor, a mental health evaluation was not conducted.
So have you ever had any mental health issues? Have you ever been evaluated?
No, I don't believe I need to.
I mean, a lot of times people don't think they need to, but sometimes people experience trauma and they experience things differently.
Your Honor, if I may, we do
Yes.
have a TRAS on file, which gives a little bit more information into her background. I can get a credit for you.
All right, if you could, thank you.
Do you want us to step back, Judge?
Yes, and they're gonna print that out and then I'll get a.
Most of this is on the pure.
All right, we're back on the record. So after reading your risk assessment, I have an idea of what's going on. And I have an idea of the reason why you were answering my questions the way you were asking them. I mean, answering them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so if you can give that back to probation. So tell me, what do you do in your spare time?
Stay at home, clean up, care for my children. Husband comes out, I cook.
Do you have any outside interests, reading or something else?
At the moment, no, ma'am. I am a monitor.
Okay.
And I've been on it for a year and something already.
But I mean, before you were placed on monitor?
Yes, I go to the library sometimes or to a park or I'll just stay home.
Okay. And so I saw that you went to 7th grade.
Yes.
So are you trying to improve yourself with that?
I did at once, but that's when all of this happened with my mother and I left it. I am now a grandma, so the only thing my goals are to be a good mother and a good grandmother to my children.
All right, I'm gonna want you, if I grant this deferred, I'm gonna want you to either get your GED and work on yourself. You understand?
Yes.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. Taking consideration 2023 CR 4420. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon, affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Enrique. I think this is Amada, AHUMADA,
Yes, Ahumada.
and Rosa Amadada. And I didn't see anything in the PSI report with regards to restitution.
We don't have any information, Judge, and I saw in the PSI there wasn't.
There should be 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes.
Okay.
Once she completes the parenting classes, then you can waive 50 hours of community service.
Yes,
And I'm also going to order that she obtains her GED or either some type of trade school certificate. And then the remaining 50 hours will be waived. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, a TAP evaluation out of custody, follow TAP recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with outpatient treatment. If it recommends intensive outpatient treatment, we'll still start with outpatient treatment. I'm going to require that you get a job. The children are in school. You're going to have to be doing something. You understand?
yes,
Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors until you have taken the parenting classes. Do you understand?
yes. May I say something more?
Yes.
I just got done doing parenting classes
Well, it depends on when did you finish with parenting classes.
about 2 weeks ago.
All right, you provide that to probation.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be CPS compliance. I'm going to want field visits one time for 3 months. Random thereafter. And the random thereafter will be at least once every 4 months. Probation, is there anything else?
But the outpatient treatment that, if, did you want that to be intensive or supportive?
Supportive. And then the BIPP course. And probation, is there anything else?
No.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Am I gonna be on GPS still now?
State?
We're gonna defer to the court, Judge. I don't believe, based on the records, that we've been speaking with the complainants in the case that there have been any violations. But it was not part of our agreement, but we'll defer to the court.
All right, with regards to GPS, once the complainant is notified, then GPS can be removed.
And
But
Judge,
only
if
if the complainant is notified.
they cannot locate the complainants, then what, once they've attempted?
Oh, they'll be able to locate them because my understanding an email was sent, so they'll be able to contact
All
them.
right. Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
After she goes over her condition.
She's not on trial for a simple argument in a parking lot. She attacked the father of her kids in front of them, and now Judge Boyd is trying to untangle why. Amanda's story is all over the place. Guns, threats, CPS, a stepfather accused of trying to rape her daughter, but no police reports, no clear timeline. And yet, instead of prison, the judge gives her 8 years deferred, orders parenting classes, a GED or trade school, a job, and no unsupervised contact with minors until she proves she can put those kids first.
Ron McKinney. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Teresa Garcia for the defendant.
And are you McKinney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record.
Yes, ma'am.
Is he applying for anything or no?
No,
No,
ma'am.
it's gonna be 12.4.
All right, so if you all can put and hear that it's Bear County Jail, I'll just be CJ.
Okay.
No problem.
You say just BCJ.
Yeah, just if you just put BCJ and if you both can initial that.
Sorry,
Because sometimes, oh, no problem, because sometimes when the judgments are done, if that's not there, then,
Oh, no.
you know,
When my poor Miss
Yeah.
wants to get on with his life.
all right. So I'm going to show you again, True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of criminal mischief, $2,500 to $30,000? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call on the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Judge. This is a case that's been through a lot, and Mr. McKinney has been through a lot and through competency and whatnot. Now, I believe that he is able to assist me. Yes,
All right. And do you believe he was sane at the time of the offense?
yes.
Mr. McKinney, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 280 days in the Bear County Jail. And you are to be sentenced under 1244. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense,
Yes,
state.
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
I did.
Because this is,
Yes, ma'am.
did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
yes, Judge, and we have no issue.
Have there been pretrial motions that have been ruled upon?
The competency.
Okay. All right, then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Your Honor, I offer State's Exhibit 1 in the attachments.
No objection.
All right. And state, have you had contact with the complainant?
The complainant in this case is the bibliotech, the library for the county judge. So I haven't spoken with them, but at the time, the officers spoke to them. And my understanding is that it's the defendant's intention to stay away from the bibliotech from here on out.
All right, thank you. And you can continue to confer.
Yes, ma'am.
Going to show you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into attachments. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Judge, that the only thing is that I've known Mr. McKinney now for quite some time. And I've seen him from when he first came in into how he is today. He has acknowledged his mental health and he is actively addressing it. And I'm really proud of that.
All right, how are you addressing it, Mr. McKinney?
Ma'am, I'm adamantly, taking my medication, reading up on my diagnosis.
All right, everyone whisper. If you can't whisper, then do not talk.
Meeting with my case manager, twice a month, also reading about my, diagnosis and things like that, staying connected to, church, things of that nature.
Okay. So are you receiving SSI or anything like that?
No, not at the moment. I did file for SSI.
All right, so who is your support system other than your case manager? Do you have family members helping you or?
Yes, ma'am. My sister, my brother, also, man of God, he's a pastor, Reverend John Jordan. It's a good support system. Just a few, but you know, you make it happen. We pray together, converse about, you know, we believe in the law of confession. So the more things you get out, the way.
Court is going to follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 280 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, give you credit for any time served, and the court will show that the judgment is satisfied. I'm
Thank you, Judge.
going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. All right. So you entered a plea in cause number 2023 CR 8797W. The court will follow your agreement. And Mr. Alvarez, I want you to know that I don't take any of this lightly as far as when there's a request for people to wait to be sentenced, maybe after holidays or something of the, or some other date. But you entered a plea to be sentenced on October 5th. And now a month has passed. So that is why we're going to go forward with sentencing, okay? So I wanted you to know that I internalize your counsel's requests and I actually really strongly consider it, okay? All right. So in cause number 2023 CR 8797W, the court is going to follow your agreement, sentence you to 9 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 8796W and (2022) CR 7605. Take in consideration the following night mag numbers: 704498. 704692, 727545. And I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sure.
Because it's a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own, Hank, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And cause number 2023 CR 8796W. The court will follow your agreement. Court will sentence you to 9 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 8797W. Take in consideration NIMAC number 704498, 704692, 727545, and this will also run concurrent with 2022 CR 7605. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because it's a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so have you all discussed the motion? Mr. Alvarez, I'm gonna show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. First amended motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision, and second amended motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. And counsel, could you do a trial court certification?
I will, Judge.
It's on the wall. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Mark Anthony Tino Alvarez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 7605 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on November 2nd, 2022 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
This is on the first amended, Judge. This is violated condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Mark Anthony Tino Alvarez, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of April and May 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
And Your Honor, we waive the other violations alleged in the motions.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Okay. Did you understand by pleading? That's okay.
I apologize.
No, that's fine. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor, we're asking that you grant the motion and the MTR can concurrent with the other cause, Judge.
And how much time are you asking?
9 years, Judge.
All right. Mr. Alvarez, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Then the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. And did you understand the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. The court will grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you to 9 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 8796W and 2023 CR 8797W. Ever paid the $228?
I don't know the answer to that, Your Honor.
Not sure, Judge.
Okay. Probation
Yes, sir.
and cause number 2022 CR 7605. Was the $228 for laboratory testing paid?
Is still outstanding.
All right, so there's going to be restitution of $228 to the lab for testing. And I'll have that run concurrent with your sentence. What's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because it is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Alvarez, I realize that 9 years is a long time. Honestly, any time that you do in custody, that's a long time. Even if it's one day, it's a day out of your life. So you're gonna have to start making better decisions. Otherwise, when you come back, you're gonna get to the point where you're in the habitual status, and your counsel will tell you, when you're marked as a habitual, in a majority of felony cases, your minimum is going to be 25 years. And that's a super long time, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right,
Have
you're welcome.
excuse?
Yes, thank you.
In Judge Stephanie Boyd's courtroom, time is not a game. Mark Anthony Alvarez pled guilty and asked to wait on sentencing, past holidays, past October 5th. A month later, the judge says, enough. She follows the plea deal, but it's still brutal. 9 years in prison, multiple felony cases all tied together, and his old probation case officially dead. Deferred adjudication? Gone. Community supervision? Revoked. Even a $228 lab fee comes back to haunt him. Then she delivers the real warning. If he doesn't change now, the next stop is habitual offender land, minimum 25 years.